haven't ridden a horse, you're truly missing out. The impact horses have had on human history to today's recreational use and the connections made between horse and man are impressive. In the entire animal kingdom, horses have inflicted the most change and progress on humankind than any other domesticated animal. From carrying explorers to new frontiers and bringing mighty armies to their great conquests, the horse is sole reason for such a manifestation of mankind. Fitting to the lifestyle of nomadic leaders such as Attila the Hun, contributed greatly to making their success possible. Wherever a strong leader in our history stood, a horse stood next to him, providing a more efficient means of transportation not only for the men, but the necessary supplies needed along the way, such as weapons, food, shelter, armor, and tools, all carried on none other than the horse's back. If it wasn't for horses, we wouldn't have gotten where we are today as swiftly as we did in today's society without the exploitation of horses centuries ago. Now that I've informed you on the impact horses have had on mankind in the past, now let us move forward to the advantages they provide, which we incorporate for our benefit today. It seems that horses have lost their luster, but in fact they still hold their value in society today. There are many people basing their success on horses, making ridiculous amounts of money off these animals. They provide jobs at local barns, commercial stables, to jockeys, horse trainers, equestrian vets, farriers, boarders, and much more. The list can go on for days. Certain horse breeds, such as thoroughbred, are known worldwide for their remarkable stamina and speed. This breed is more popular because of their use for racing. These horses can cost up to millions, depending on their performance and bloodline. The purer the bloodline, the more valuable the horse. Let's say you owned a champion horse with a flawless bloodline, and you bred it with another horse with a decent bloodline. Because your horse is a champion, it raises the demand of its offspring. Why is that? Well, from a business point of view, if the parent is a champion, it increases the chances of the offspring potential to be a champion. Horse people love to invest in these babies because one way or another, they know they're going to make money off of this horse. The horse owner of the child can stud out the horse for thousands of dollars each breeding session just for the chance of a prize-winning horse. The horse industry is way vaster than society gives it credit for. Not only do horses stimulate the economy in its own field, it's a never-ending business. Needless to say, there will never be a recession in the horse industry. Taking a step back from the racing aspect of horses, we will take a look at the more common activities people involve themselves in with horses, including carriage rides. Most well-known carriage rides occur in Central Park. People pay good money to share in a romantic experience with their better half via carriage rides, setting the ambiance with horseshoes clacking against the sidewalk and the lovely breeze you feel at the speed of the horse. People pay for these carriage rides to obtain a sense of natural beauty, which horses convey with every move they make. Now that we've recognized horses that have been a vital contribution to mankind's history, and that they also have retained their value and purpose today. Through my own personal experience, I can go on for days with how the connection between man and horse is a remarkably beautiful and fulfilling experience. There are programs including horses which are used to help autistic children with trust and personal connection with animals. From my own experience working at barns and teaching children to ride, you notice how important these animals are in reconstructing trust within the children, which can be broken by other people or other animals themselves. Why choose a horse over a dog? Well, the best reasoning I could give you is simply because horses have trust issues as well. Horses have a linear thought process, meaning they can remember every event leading up to present time. Let's say you were lost on a trail ride and you didn't know where to go. You give the horse the reins and the horse will bring you home. A horse cannot think, in 3 hours I'm going to get fed, but they can remember step by step every event up to that time. This should help you understand why horses can have bad trust issues. It's because if a horse has been abused, neglected, or beaten, it reflects on that and it proceeds to lose trust for humans. This is where my experience with horse training kicks in, because you must gain the trust of the horse in order to expand on whatever you would like to improve in the ride. When someone engages in a successful ride, you feel such an overwhelming feeling of accomplishment. Plus, knowing that you have established a bond with an animal gives you a sense of worth. This is where the connection between man and horse goes deeper. Horses have personalities just like humans do, causing a deeper connection between the two beings. Once you've established this bond and begin riding, at this point you and the horse feel like a constant flow of energy, becoming one. At this point, the horse can read your emotions and you both become in tune with one another and what you're asking for. By the end of the day, you have a friendship and connection that will remain a lifetime. In conclusion, if you haven't ridden a horse, I emphasize how much you're truly missing out, and the impact horses have had on human history to today's recreational use, and the connections made between horse and man are unforgettable. If you haven't had the chance thus far to ride, I strongly suggest that you change that. Thank you.